Yo, what's going on? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon now, sorry. Still a little sick, that's why I sound a little off, but getting a little bit of fresh air out in the backyard again. You guys love these backyard patio talks, so let's have another one. So, most people, I don't think are going to see this coming, guys. I'm seeing so much um, content out there and so many posts. I mean, there's literally people posting, they think we're still in a bear market. Like, or they think we've fallen into a bear market. Those people are going to lose dramatically, drastically, like epically. You know, they're going to miss this bull run, or they're going to be chasing green candles, and they're going to be exit liquidity, and that sucks, right? But I mean, this is going to be a run of biblical proportions, in my opinion, guys, and I don't think anybody really realizes it. Now, if you're subscribed here, you know that we've been tracking the M2 money supply for quite some time with the correlation with Bitcoin and crypto. And, um, you know, if everything plays out, we got two scenarios potentially that are playing out right now. Um, the first one is the more likely, in my opinion. The first one is that right now, the M2 money supply, and I've showed this on the charts 100 times, so I'm just going to talk about it in the backyard here. I'll probably show it again on the live stream later tonight or something. So, um, but yeah. So the first scenario, in my opinion, which is the more realistic one, tracking the M2 money supply, is that so far the M2 has been going parabolic, and if Bitcoin follows its trajectory, then starting around the beginning of May, then Bitcoin should start following it in a parabolic run, which altcoins will obviously follow Bitcoin. And we're talking about a run up right now until August, right? That's May, June, July, and now we're into August with the M2 money supply. And as that continues to play out, I believe that parabolic run is going to continue on through August and probably into sometime around the middle of September before we see it start to come down, which would line up perfectly with um, with the 4-year cycle, because the average amount of days between the Bitcoin halving and the blow off top, like the peak of the cycle, is generally around 515 to 525 days, which would land us somewhere near the middle of October, which is pretty close to where the top should be if we do kind of play things out in this way, right? So, so that is the most likely scenario, in my opinion, that we start a parabolic run in May, and we run through May, June, July, August, potentially September, and then that's it. Then the cycle's over. We start heading our way back down into a bear market, and then maybe we bottom out sometime in the middle of 2026 or the Q3 of 2026, right? That to me is most likely the most realistic scenario I see playing out. But there's also there's also the possibility that it's mirroring 2021, where we're seeing this leg up now, and then we're going to see the summer pullback, because in 2017 the parabolic part of the bull run only lasted about 3 to 4 months. In 2021, it lasted about 11 months, right? Basically from November of 2020 till November of 2021, right? So 11 months, 11 and a half months. Um, so it could be mirroring that, where we're seeing this run up now into like August, for example, maybe September, and then we come back down and we have our blow off top in December or January, even going into next year, right? That's a possibility as well if it mirrors more like the 2021 cycle. But I got to be honest with you, my my opinion is that we're mirroring the 2017 cycle, where it's just going to be uh, higher, faster for a shorter amount of time. So, and I think it's going to throw a lot of people off, because a lot of people came in 2021. There's a lot of content creators talking like they have experience, and but they don't. They came in 2021, 2022. They've never been through a cycle. So a lot of those content creators are going to be telling you in let's say we run into August, September, like I think we will, and that's going to be the top. A lot of them are going to be telling you that it's not the top, and that that we have a much higher run to go. I think Bitcoin's going to top somewhere between 138 and $150,000. Um, And I know I get a lot of flack for that. People are like, well, that's bearish. That's kind of bearish, man. That's not very high. Uh, that's doesn't sound like it's very high for two reasons, right? It actually is a very good bull run for Bitcoin, but it sounds like it's not for two reasons. The first reason is that you have other content creators telling you that it's going to $500,000, $750,000, and stuff like that. So that's one reason why you think that 138 to 150 is not a good return. The other reason is recency bias. You're judging it based on where the price of Bitcoin is right now, which is only about a little less than a 2x if it goes to 150K, right? So you're like, that's not very bullish. But you need to zoom out and look at where the bottom of this market cycle was. $15,000 for Bitcoin was the bottom of this bear market, right? So if you're judging from that, $15,000 to $150,000 is a whopping return for even for Bitcoin. That's a big return, right? So it's all about recency bias and perspective, guys. That I think that's what messes a lot of people up. That's what messed up a lot of people in the last cycle, where everyone thought Bitcoin was going to smash to $100,000 in 2021, and it didn't. It's because they were judging it from recency bias. They were judging it from its local high, not its bear market bottom, or local low, not its bear market bottom low, right? And that's why I think a lot of people end up holding too long, and they end up getting wrecked, right? Um, by epic proportions. So that's why I'm sticking to my thesis at this point in time. Obviously, we're going to continue to track the M2 money supply correlation with Bitcoin, and we'll see if it stays correlated, and we see through August, September, hopefully September. I'm hoping it lasts until September. If we see the M2 money supply running up until then I'm going to know when I should be taking profits, when I should be exiting the market based on that, right? And I'm willing to take that chance if I'm wrong, because listen, if we have a parabolic run from between May and September, and then it continues higher after that, I'm fine leaving around then. I'm fine leaving early, right? You guys know me. I like to front run the market. I like to get out before everybody else. I want you to understand something here, guys. And a lot of people don't see it from this perspective. You are in competition with every other person out there in the crypto space to get your money and get out. You're all, think about this, you're all standing around a big round table with a massive pile of money in the middle. And most of the people standing around that table are standing there saying, I'm going to wait till it gets bigger. I'm going to wait till it gets bigger. I'm going to wait till it gets bigger. You have to be smart. Fill your pockets, fill your arms, grab your share, and get out. Don't sit there trying to time the top of this market. Pay yourself and leave. Like, don't try to make this big haymaker multi-million dollar return on your first cycle. If you've only been here for since like last year or the beginning of last year, where you've been here for like a year, maybe even a year and a half, don't try and nail $1 million home run. Like, if you can make $500,000, if you can make $750,000, whatever, $600,000, you have dry powder to roll into the next cycle. Pigs, there's a saying we have over on the Patreon, guys. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered, right? So which one are you? Are you going to be greedy? Are you going to let greed and euphoria get the best of you? Or are you going to be willing to take your profits, right? Now, what we do over on the Patreon, guys, is we make sure everyone has an exit strategy. Everybody has a plan to get out of this cycle with their profits. My primary goal, I have two primary goals in this space over on the Patreon for you guys, okay? The first one is to make sure you get paid. That's it. End of story, right? My goal is to make sure you leave this cycle with your profits intact, and make sure that you don't get stuck holding your bag for the next bull run because you made mistakes. That's my first and primary goal. Make sure you get paid. Number two is to educate, right? Train and educate people to make the right decisions, learn how to do research, learn how to identify good tokenomics, learn how to use key websites you're going to need to learn to use as tools. I see a lot of these content creators out there, they're using websites and they're using all the tools that they need to do their research, but they're not teaching you how to do it, right? That's what we do. We give you the tools. We don't teach a man to fish, or so we don't give a man a fish, we teach him how to fish, right? So you're going to want to come over, guys. Check out the community. We drop training videos, tutorial videos, passive income opportunities, node operating, DeFi staking, stuff like that, education videos, microcap gem videos. We're live over on the Patreon every single day as well. You can book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally for absolutely free as a Patreon member as well. We help you with your portfolio if you need structure, if you need guidance, if you need a second opinion on your portfolio. Come on over, check it out, guys. And listen, if you don't like it, at the very least, you can leave and you got a free one-on-one coaching call out of the deal where you got a second opinion on your portfolio, and you got some questions answered about, whatever you need to know in this cycle. So check it out, guys. The link is down below. Also, check out Decent Self-Custody Wallet, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. It's never safe to leave your crypto on exchanges. It's a bad idea. I use them. I believe everybody should be using them. You can stake things like Onyx coin right through your Decent wallet through the Onyx protocol. Get 32% APR on that. A lot of people on the Patreon are doing that kind of stuff right now. And yeah, you can swap right on there as well, so you don't have to worry about transferring back to exchanges to take profits. You can do it right on your Decent Self-Custody wallet. So why risk leaving your crypto on exchanges where you can get hacked and get it stolen? Use our link down below. Get a great deal, guys. Like and subscribe for the latest and greatest. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.